Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Adorkable. So I'm coming at you today with a build from The Sims 4, with some city living type things going on here. Before I go ahead and get into it, I'm actually going to talk about the sim that I plan on playing in this location. So her name is Nathalia Lombardi. She is a big fitness enthusiast who has goals to make it big in the industry and become a bodybuilder. That said, she's pretty ambitious, she's an active sim, and of course she's a little bit of a perfectionist, let's be honest here. So she's going to be living in here on her own. That said, also, this is going to be my very first, well, this right here, this is my first build with The Sims 4 for YouTube at least. And this is also going to possibly be my first Let's Play, depending on the response that this is going to go ahead and get. While I've been talking here, of course, all I've been doing in-game was just rearranging all of the layout of the entire apartment. I didn't really like how it was before. It was very boxed in, and I like a more open layout where it can be. I also considered at first almost doing almost a studio type idea, but I really wanted her to have that, enclosed bedroom. For the bedroom, I ended up going with actually the color that was originally on that side of the wall, which was like a nice little seafoam. Probably one of the more popular colors that I'll be using, or at least from popular in my mind. I really like it. I don't know. And then I was really surprised with myself because I really ended up enjoying the orange that's on that wall in the bathroom. That's not usually my go-to shade, but it's been growing on me a little bit. And of course, I really liked matching it with the darker floor. I thought the orange and black was kind of cool to go with. A little bit more masculine, I guess, than what I would probably go with on the ordinary. But gotta change it up here and there. First, I was just trying to decide what room I wanted to go with because the most important thing I went to when going into this build was to stick to that $20,000 budget. Of course, I could have just done some ka-ching or motherload and just got more money, but I really wanted to stick to that budget. The challenge here was making it look a little bit more lived in, which is something I really enjoy doing. I like throwing all the little bits and pieces around in The Sims and, decorating all of the rooms. That said, I usually decorate the kitchen and dining room really nicely. I like throwing all those little menu things and stuff all over the place. I like the bowls and all of that stuff. But that's because I usually end up making a sim that goes down the culinary field. It's usually either that or a writer. But my writers usually don't make it as much, or even an artist doing paintings and stuff. I have gotten one of those to a pretty decent level, but yeah. So when I went with her as a bodybuilder, this is definitely something I really haven't done before with them. I did also consider for a career to have her do more social media type things, to have her kind of like a fitness YouTuber, but that ended up just going out the door, and I think I'm just gonna end up playing her just as is, just working out, trying to make her way up that road, or up that ladder. What am I saying? Anyways, so now I'm onto the kitchen in here. I tried to continue that orange idea. I don't know what was going on there. I was just really feeling it that day for some reason. Or, well, yesterday when I recorded this originally. But it just wasn't working for me. So I ended up reverting back to more silver and black and white and stuff like that. Where was I going with next with this? Alright, just the cabinets up top. I tried to make a few different ideas work, but none of them really seemed to match as well as I would have liked, but maybe I'm just missing what one matches with the bottom ones. Maybe there's nothing that matches with those bottom ones. Comment below if you know, although I'm sure I'm just gonna look at it later and I'll figure it out, but hey, whatever. Something, you know, I've always really appreciated, well, more recently appreciated, I guess, what did they add in with The Sims 3, or was it with the 4? The overhead cabinets. I feel like I was asking for that for forever. That, and of course, you know, when we were finally able to make furniture like diagonal and stuff, that was just a blessing. Also, I tend to add a lot of like tall cabinetry, but that just wasn't gonna work in this scenario. I just had to face the reality there. And by the way, I apologize too today, guys, if I end up, you know, questioning if I'm repeating anything or anything like that, because I actually had already recorded this audio for this build, but then you know what happened? I realized my mic was muted that entire time. So, yeah, that happened. It was, it's unfortunate to say the least. So, it was very, very upsetting. I don't know if I was more upset over the fact that I had it muted, or the fact that it actually still worked, but it was muted. So, I don't know if I would have rathered it end up being a busted headset and having to get another one. Because I guess then I wouldn't be instantly sitting here and just re-recording it again. I did do a test before I started to record this again, because I didn't want that to happen again. I didn't want to just assume that it was just this and then to go ahead and try and then, you know, talk to myself here for, what is it, 16, 17 minutes? And then the audio just be like, yeah, nope. We're not gonna work today for you. I'm real sorry about that, but we're not really sorry. And so I had to make sure that that worked before I got frustrated enough to just fling the headset and the monitor over the loft that I'm currently sitting in my apartment. So, because my boyfriend wouldn't have appreciated that. Neither would either of our wallets, to be honest. Also, another thing too, I'm still playing around with OBS and kind of working out the kinks in it and figuring out what settings work best for my recordings. So I apologize that, you know, nothing's quite beautiful as of yet. If you have any recommendations, if you want to help out or anything like that, you know, feel free to reach out to me. I would totally really appreciate it, because I really enjoy playing games, recording them. I love talking with everyone and just, you know, in the sense of The Sims, telling a story, in the sense of all the other games, letting all of you guys laugh at me as I failed terribly at everything I do in life. Which I guess goes back to play with my whole, you know, recording this. And what I'm currently doing, which I couldn't figure out how to manually lower the toilet paper so that it was at a normal level. I know it's a really simple like key to hold down or something like that, and it'll go ahead and do it. And of course feel free to comment with that too, but I will be Googling it soon and making sure that I always remember it going forward. And also, I really liked how the bathroom came out. I know we're already past that, but the orange and the black, I loved it. Now, here comes, though, the painful part. Me with the living room. So, I really wanted a nice pop of color. For some reason in my head, when I was making Nathalia, I was like, you know what? Red's her favorite color. They don't even have you do that anymore, do they? I remember they used to have you select in The Sims, like, favorite color, favorite food, favorite music type. And I guess that's... I can't remember seeing that anymore in the Create a Sim. I could be wrong, though. But honestly, I've kind of merged all of them together in my head at this point. So anyways, I was like, you know what? A really neat pop of color with the red in the living room next to just like the black and white, kitchen. I thought it'd be really cool. But here comes the frustrating part. I could not find a carpet for the life of me that worked, that I liked. Either it didn't fit right and I couldn't adjust the size of it to make it fit right, or there was like a design in it I didn't care for, or an extra color. I do know that originally, originally, I do end up going with like a black, white, and red striped carpet, but it also had like this, it was like a grayish blue stripe in it, and yeah, that one right there actually. And I tried to make it work. I was like, you know what, just put it down, just deal with it, it's fine. But I kept looking at it and I was like, I can't do it. And I thought about deleting it. I thought about just putting nothing there. Now that I've thought about it a little bit more, maybe I should have just changed the flooring in that area to a carpet instead of the nice, like, pale wood floors that I really, really dig. But yeah, that just didn't fly. So I ended up in the end going with that same carpet though, but I do change it to one of like its blue tones, and I end up changing the whole living room to shades of blue. It's like a pale blue and black and white again. I know, original, right? But yeah, like this just goes on forever. It's pretty frustrating, probably for you guys watching, and for me when I was doing this. Maybe I probably should have cut it out, but I just wanted this to just be a flat like run through of me going through all these and just making this apartment livable for poor little Nathalia. There I go again with that carpet. I tried again to make it work and it just didn't. That's actually when I'm just end up struggling with it. I thought about a fireplace too, by the way. But yeah, so once I'm designing and putting up all the portraits, that's when I realized that maybe I should change the colors over, because this is another part of just teeth being pulled painfully over and over and over again as I look through all of these portraits. I went through a bunch of my standards, because I mean that's what all of us probably do. You have those ones that you tend to stick to, and the wine glass is probably one of the portraits I use more often than all the others. I'm trying to branch out here a bit. Also, that said, something I remembered that I didn't mention in this recording was I do have all of the Sims packs except 5 of them. The 5 that I don't have are the one of the vampires, the fitness one actually, which I guess I really should get if I'm making a fitness based sim, and parenthood, which I know I really need, and then there's one of the fancy packs, and I can't remember what the 5th one is right now that I'm trying to think about it here to myself. Yeah, so those are some that I don't have right now, and I know that when I get those that this will definitely be a bit better. I'll have more options with it, but also with all that considered, something I would really love to do in the future is to go ahead and make a let's play or a build with just like base game materials. I'll also probably eventually use some with some more like custom content, stuff like that. I just really need to get some custom content first. Because it's been that long since I've played this game that I don't really have any, actually. Yeah, and right now my video is messing up, so I'm going to pause this for a moment. Excuse the awkward interruption for a moment. And just like that, we're back! It froze my video for some reason on the screen that I'm recording and watching along with as I narrate this, so I didn't exactly know where I was at that point. So you guys already saw me get rid of the shoe rack, and instead I replaced it with that hideous computer desk and computer, which I'm probably going to get rid of. Comment below with what you think I should add over there. Maybe I'll end up adding the shoe rack back. I don't know. And then of course I played around in the bedroom for a while too with what to place over there, and I still really want to put something over on that wall. But right now it's just the yoga mat, those hearts, which are really cute, and I love adding those, and then the butterflies. But I really want something on that big wall. I don't know. Maybe I'll use some codes and put some mirrors along there and make it a much bigger looking room. But that said, let's continue on to just the screen caps of this, and you can see how the first build went. I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.